guys, another day here in Morocco. Today we are going to go on a 3-day road trip. First we're going to go drive from Marrakech to the Atlas Mountains, then to the Sahara Desert. Then we're going to go to the oldest town in Morocco named Fez. So we'll see you there. I'm going to miss all the little kitties here.
Here we go.
We made it.
Commence our road trip. Made a quick bus switch.
So we made it to our first stop. It is a cafe on the top of the world, basically. And it looks really cool.
So this was a really cool rest stop. It just is a small cafe that has like bathrooms and tea and snacks and things, which was really cool. We saw an antique TV in there, which looked so funny. I haven't seen one of those in so long.
Yeah, it was so tiny.
But it's also surrounded by these beautiful mountains, which I'm assuming is the beginning of the Atlas Mountains here.
Yeah, the drive up here was actually really cool too. It was like, most of it was on like the edge of the cliff because they're doing like construction and stuff, so it was really cool. You got to see like all the way down. People were throwing up, passing out.
I was asleep, and Ruby was asleep for the majority of it too.
It was beautiful though.
There are so many different tours that you can take. You can find them anywhere, and they range from many different prices that take you from Marrakech to the Sahara Desert, and then some go back to Marrakech, and then some go to Fez, which is the one that we're doing. And you can do it in the span of 3 days, 4 days, and some are even 2 days, but they really don't recommend you go that quickly because it's a lot of driving.
You'll be driving 80% of your time.
Yeah, I think to get to the first bit of it is like 5 hours of driving, and then you stay the night in the first place, and then tomorrow I think will be like a 7-hour drive to the Sahara Desert. Yeah.
Alright guys, so we made it to our first real stop, I guess.
It's this great viewpoint of this beautiful village for Berber people. So once you leave Marrakech all the way to the Sahara Desert, it's all Berber people that live here. And Berber people are like nomadic people, almost like Bedouin people. They live very traditionally, and they have a lot of their own culture, a bit of their own like language and customs and things. But yeah, this is a traditional village for them, and they actually live back there, so it's so cool. Alright you guys, so we have just arrived at our next stop, and this stop is really cool. We're kind of taking like a small hike all the way to this place called Al Qasar, and Qasar is basically like a castle, and then we are gonna go to what is called a Kasbah, and a Kasbah is more like a fortified building. So I just totally realized that it's the Arabic word for qasr, and like I had known that, but the way that he was saying it was in a different way, so it didn't translate in my mind. But there are about 4 families living in this castle, and they're semi-nomadic, so the older people, they stay here, and then the younger generation, they will leave and go. Also, something really cool about here is they filmed a lot of movies, like Samson and Delilah, Ali Baba, so this place is very very fascinating. It is literally like a tiny village. They have a mosque here. Everything is like so traditional, like really takes you back in time to how they heat up water out of burning wood. And they even have like souks, which are like markets. This is what it translates to in Arabic, all around. And they also have like a Quranic school, which is a school that teaches you about the beliefs of the Quran and everything. The Kasbah, in better explanation, is basically like a residential house where people live that don't live in the castle. And there are about 4 different levels to the Kasbah, and on the top there's a rooftop, which is where they spend most of their time. So right now we're viewing a demonstration on how they used to create like watercolor art, and they used to use it to communicate before, and it would send secret messages between each other. And this is it. So they would burn the watercolor. So that's what it was like at first.
Yeah.
Okay.
First is like this. So people before they would like writing on a leather.
So they used to use different things like maybe fruit, lemon, rice, different things to do it back then. Now they have made it like a local skill, and they use tea, indigo, saffron, and they make artwork out of it, which is all over the wall. It's so cool.
Now to see the blue and normal paper, but they heat it. Yeah. And now to see the 3 colors. Black is tea, brown saffron, and the blue is indigo. And why actually they want to show you this technique is only here.
These are different Berber letters. Alright, so we have made it to the top of the Qasr or castle, except we've got this last little stretch to climb up. So here we go. Whoa.
I'm on top of the world.
Wow, look at this view. So we've got a pretty cool view up at the top here. Some other movies that were filmed here or shows were Game of Thrones. So in the desert scenes, they were here at one point. I don't remember in what season. Gladiator was also filmed here in the first arena in the Gladiator movie. It was right in front of here. So that was pretty cool. And then the third Indiana Jones was filmed here too. So that's pretty cool. It's a very notorious place. And I think this place has a UNESCO World Heritage Site too. It really reminds me a lot of the open air museum in Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
The Berber people have developed their own culture from everything that they were influenced by. It's really cool.
It is really cool, yeah. It's kind of like the Bedouins in Jordan a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of different, but it's still the same concept.
Yeah.
And it's extremely cool to see.
Now we're gonna go get some lunch because we're hungry. There's all these little rock people again. You can find those everywhere around the world. Did you build a person too?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I put one right on the edge.
Alright you guys, so we have come to this beautiful restaurant. It has like some beautiful decorations in the center and a rooftop seating area. It's very nice, and we have a buffet style lunch today, which consists of tagine, couscous, and a bunch of sides, and we're just gonna get all into it. Alright, so we've got our plates here, and it was kind of like a build your own couscous thing going on there, which was really cool. So we put the couscous on the bottom. I got the beef one, and then Tim and Ruby both got the chicken one. You have the couscous, and then you have the meat, and then you have the delicious caramelized onions on the top, and then you pour some gravy on it, and it's just so delicious. Now let's try it. Caramelized onions. I don't know how they make them, but it's so good.
So we made it to our next stop. It's called the What Is That? It's a huge castle. It's essentially what it is, and they have like a place where everyone used to live. He said that 180 Berber families live there still, and there's like a bunch of shops and stuff, like kind of like a bazaar or like a market where they sell stuff and all that. And we are going to head there now.
This Berber house has 180 families living here. They didn't used to have electricity and water, but now they have electricity. They have water, but it's in a public bathroom. So they have one public bathroom, and then one day they have the men take baths, and then the next day the women do it. And he said that the women stay there for like 2 to 3 hours because they sit there, they talk and relax, and it's a whole experience. Look, there's a stork right up at the top of the mosque. I've never seen that before. It has a whole nest and everything up there.
Okay, you guys, so we made it to our last stop of today, and it's this extremely interesting looking rock formation. I think it's called monkey fingers. Look like a monkey. I guess it's pretty self-explanatory.
I see the thumb, but I don't understand those other ones. There's too many of them.
Cool sunset spot.
Yeah, definitely.
With the car ride here, it's been like a couple of hours of driving, and it's like windy roads through beautiful, beautiful mountains, but definitely not easy for people that get motion sick like I do. But towards the end, things got more fun in the bus. Majority of the people in our group are Spanish speaking.
And also, like on the way here, we had like music going.
We had a dance party.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Yeah, Ruby was jamming out to some Spanish songs. But that's been really fun. And now, next, we're going to go to our hotel. So we're excited for that.
We made it to the hotel.
We're just having a welcome tea before we check into our hotel room with this gorgeous view in this hotel. So cool. See. Wow. We got a deck. Oh my goodness.
It smells good.
Jack, let's open up and see.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
You're just up there.
Look.
This is gonna be so cool on the sunrise.
Nice. This place is really nice, and I'm super hungry, and we have an hour. Let's just eat, Ruby.
This has been so cool. This place is so beautiful. You can tell it's like very old Moroccan style, and I love it. It is just so pretty. All the decor, all the like nice little touches. It's just so cute, and I love it so much. And the view here is just epic. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it reminds me so much of Turkey. I was thinking more so, like before we got here, that it would be like Jordanish in a way, but it's definitely more like Turkey, but in an African type of way. And it's extremely like colorful and cool, and it's a lot cooler than I thought it would be. So this sink isn't made for wide people. I don't fit. I can't turn the knob. I'm stuck. The Berber alphabet, and he said that these two things mean freedom, freedom man and freedom woman. This thing right here just means freedom, and it's on their flag, so that's pretty cool. So the worker guy brought Ruby out a cushion to sit on because she's so short.
Can't really see it because I have my blanket on.
But he forgot mine in the bag. He's going to grab it right now. It's fine.
Look how little this dining table is. We're definitely underdressed for this, but
I forgot my suit. I forgot my two-piece suit out and the luggage.
I think I'm dressed up for it.
we're starting off with some lentil soup. That's not lentils. It looks like lentils, but it's not. It's like a bean and cream potato.
I don't think it's potato. It's soup. We just figured out that it's barley soup with milk.
Tastes a little bit like grits.
We got a Berber pizza. That's what he called it. It's like cheese. It's like a huge pizza roll, crispy pizza roll.
Look at the presentation too. It looks so good. Alright, so we got the main meal now. Some chicken, veggies, looks like some noodles, and hash brown.
Okay guys, so dessert came, and we got some crepes with some something on the side. I don't know what that is, but it looks delicious.
2 hours later. What does it taste like?
The fruit is so good. And the crepe too.
Now it's coming in. Get off. I can't breathe.
And Ruby's dirty sock. Come on.
Just go. So we are stuffed, tired, and ready to just wind down. Well, some of us are. But we will leave you here and we will continue in the next vlog our little road trip to the Sahara Desert.
We're going to the desert, y'all.
Yes. So this will be to be continued.